All right. Hi, everyone. My name is Chuck Beedy. I'm here to do this session on mastering the CTS client portal. Um, Probably around August of last year, we integrated into a new ticketing system from ServiceNow to Team Dynamics to kind of go along with the majority of what SUNY schools have been migrating to. Well, we try to keep everything very streamlined and similar to what everyone's been used to in ServiceNow. There are a few differences, and we kind of navigate some of those as well. Uh, some of you may already know that how you used to be able to go to our ticketing system through oswego.edu/CTS. We'll bring up our Campus Technology Services webpage. And this kind of got a little information regarding different things, different guides and walkthroughs, some blogs and stuff of what we got going on with CTS. However, you'll notice like in the dead center here in this banner is our service catalog. So clicking that will open up our service catalog page. And this is where you can put in any requests, look up your tickets, to even looking up our knowledge base. And I just want to kind of show how to navigate through that. So under here in the main part here, how may we help you today? You'll see like this little drop down menu. And if you keep it kind of on the globe, you kind of see search the whole ticketing system all together. So it'll bring up knowledge base articles, service requests, or anything about our system all together. So if you drop that down, you'll see the different categories. So if there is something that you're looking for in particular, like if you're working remotely and you're like, well, I need to map a network drive. So if I did map a drive, you can see like the different, it would only search your knowledge base, and this will like be easier for you to determine what actual thing you need. And you might not know exactly what you need. So we try to get all these, our knowledge base with like the metadata in it. So like you might only need certain keywords, and we try to do this on words that we think our, our students, faculty, and staff might be using to describe the service that they need, not so much the way we determine what it's actually. So you can click on those and you can see any of these here, and it'll show the step-by-step process. And we made these a little better than an old ticketing system. So even if this wasn't quite what you were looking for, you might see over on the right-hand side related articles, and it kind of give you like ideas what might be related to what you're looking at, or it might gear you into something that might be a little more what you're looking for in case this wasn't it. So down at the bottom of the page, you'll also notice feedback. Was this helpful? So if you click on no, like if you follow this and it's not quite accurate, because again, sometimes the processes change and you might not have noticed it before you might have tested this. And we do review these yearly just to try to keep these up to date. But however, again, sometimes it changes before we have a chance to update the article. So you can actually put in a comment here and say, I'm starting this guide and step 4 of this isn't quite accurate and this needs to be updated. And this will send a message to the people that actually manage this article. And that can give us a chance to update the article, make it more accurate for other people as well. So I just want to go back. So back to the home part of it. So now if you're looking for like a service request, and like you're looking for a service that we might have to offer, there's a multiple different ways. You can do a search for it. And if you know what the articles or the request is actually called, you can go here and type that in. However, if you're not sure, I suggest going up at the very top in this banner here, look for services, click on that, and it'll open up the main page here. And this is all broken down into categories. However, that can be really confusing, and you might not know what categories they fit in. So what we recommend people to do is go under services A to Z. And here this gives a list of everything that we offer. And then you can just go through there and kind of see what is in that we for the service request. And once you say this is what we needed, you can go in there and put in the request. And the tickets gets generated to the correct department, and then they can assist you further. I do want to point out that we added one more thing within our service catalog that wasn't there before. And I just want to show you up here. So we implemented projects into our CTS portal. Projects is something new that we started with this ticketing system. We've always run a project management kind of thing within our ticketing system, but when we tried to get it in our past one, but we just didn't have the time to build it. But now we actually got it in there. So if I just type in projects under here, so you'll see project request, and you can go in here, and this will submit a request for a project to be done for the department or whatever it is that you need to have done. And then you can go in here and see what it is that this is actually involved in. We tend to say it should have a start and end date, and how will this impact students or employees? Typically, these are, to give you examples, it's more like departmental moves, like if, say, your building's under renovation and you know that this is going to be, like, your whole entire area is going to be moved into a new building, that'd be a project because many people within CTS will need to be assigned to these to assist with that stuff. And here you'll see like new tablet devices, like if you like a grant or something for your department and you need to set up this area for students or whatever, and that's going to be utilized for a special type of research or something here too. This would probably fall under here because it email parts as well. Or any of the existing like service or processes that CTS is involved with that needs to either be upgraded or changed up slightly, probably should be made into a project request as well. Let's go back in our home. So you might be asking, so I submitted a ticket, but I'm not sure. I lost the email with the reference to the ticket in there. How do I go about trying to figure out what my ticket was? Because if you call the help desk to find an update on it, and let's say they're having trouble trying to locate something because for whatever reason, you can go under the Crime portal here and click on my tickets. This will show you anything that you've ever created, new or closed, so you can get the name of the ticket and the ticket number here on the left side. And this will give whoever you're talking to the correct information about any of the tickets or service requests that you put in. And I'll show the dates and that was modified last and the status ticket if it's newer rules or and anywhere in between. So just clicking up on one of those will open up those tickets, and you should be able to see any of the information that's associated with that ticket here as well. For instance, because this is just a service request, but if there was any communication back and forth, you should see this underneath as well. However, this ticket doesn't have that. Other parts you will not be able to see. This is pretty much for because I'm an admin of the system. But so one more thing I would like to point out here as well. So let's say that you were in a building and there's a network outage in the area and everyone on your floor or whatever is been trying to connect, can't connect. And you're curious if there's been a network outage or if there's a maintenance process. You can go down in the middle here under quick links and you'll see the CTS technology status page. You can actually click on that and it'll open up and it'll show you if there's an outage or if there's any maintenance that are coming up along the way. It's just an easy way to keep track of anything that you might encounter. If you don't see one in there, then we really suggest you to contact the help desk to report any of those outages. Here's little quick links also for any of the services that you may be part of, like Banner, Brightspace, even your Oswego email, um, the My Oswego Zoom. The one thing that I'll show on here that not a lot of people really know of, I found out just recently in my departments and some of the new hires, the people search directory. So you will, it's under the login system, so you will have to sign in if you haven't already. So if I was looking up, needing to look up a certain department, so say I knew the person worked in a certain department, I can just do the department's name and I can find everyone associated with, say, I worked at an example here for campus technology service. We needed to contact them, find their email, that's there as well. This works for any like the art department, this can work for admissions, financial aid. It's just a quick little way to find out information if you need to talk to someone directly, and it has their phone numbers listed there as well. And that about concludes what I had to show for the navigation of our CTS portal. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out to the help desk at 315-312-3456. Or you can write the help desk at help@oswego.net. Thank you. No, just stop. Sorry.